Welcome to our channel. Glad to have you with us. You ready to explore 14 extinct animals? Let's dive right in. Well, first on our list, the woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoths once roamed across Europe, Asia, and North America. Closely related to the Asian elephant, woolly mammoths were big and hairy, with males standing up to 13 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing 12 tons. Woolly mammoth tusks could grow over 15 feet long and were used for defense, digging snow, and fighting rivals. In Siberia, preserved woolly mammoths have been found with food still in their stomachs and blood in their veins. Number 2. The dodo. The flightless dodo was a large white-throated pigeon found only on the island of Mauritius. Although the dodo had no natural predators, it was uniquely fearless, approaching anything new without hesitation. This proved to be the dodo's downfall. Humans and the rats, pigs, and dogs they brought with them found them easy pickings. Number 3. The Tyrannosaurus rex. The largest and most ferocious on our list, the Tyrannosaurus rex was the undisputed apex predator of the late Cretaceous period. The T-Rex lived until around 66 million years ago. When an asteroid crashed into Earth and wiped out much of life on the planet, the T-Rex was among the largest and most powerful carnivores that ever lived. The bite of a Tyrannosaurus rex was one of the strongest of any land animal ever, capable of crushing bone. Surprisingly, scientists now believe the Tyrannosaurus rex may have had feathers, especially as a juvenile, which challenges its old reptilian image. Number 4. The Carolina parakeet. The Carolina parakeet was the only native parrot in the U.S. Carolina parakeets were once so common, they were considered a nuisance by farmers who shot them in huge numbers and even collected bounties for killing them. The last wild Carolina parakeet was seen in Florida in 1914. Polly, it's the last of its kind. Died in captivity in 1922, Carolina parakeets were social birds and would return to the site of their fallen flock members, making them easy targets for hunters. Interestingly, Carolina parakeets helped control invasive cocklebur plants by feeding on them. Number 5. The Tasmanian tiger. The Tasmanian tiger, also called the thylacine, was a striped marsupial predator from Tasmania. The Tasmanian tiger resembled a dog and was sometimes called a wolfish dog. Despite the Tasmanian tiger's dog-like features, it was actually more closely related to kangaroos than to wolves. Thylacines had a pouch like a kangaroo to carry their young. Tasmanian tiger males even had a pouch to protect their genitalia while running through thick brush. The thylacine was declared extinct in 1936, but unconfirmed sightings continue to this day. Number 6. The mastodon. The mastodon was an ancient elephant-like mammal that lived in North and Central America. Unlike the woolly mammoth, whose teeth were ideal for grazing, mastodons had teeth that were better suited for browsing on shrubs and branches. Mastodons disappeared about 10,000 years ago. Some Native American legends may have been inspired by encounters with their bones. Number 7. Steller's sea cow. Steller's sea cow was discovered by Europeans in 1741 and hunted until its extinction in 1768. Steller's sea cows were huge, growing up to 30 feet long and weighing over 10 tons. Twice the size of modern manatees. Steller's sea cow were slow-moving mammals that were hunted for their fat and meat. Since they were so tame, with no fear of humans, Steller's sea cows could be approached and killed from boats. Today, only a few skeletons and some descriptions remain to prove Steller's sea cow ever existed. Number 8. The western black rhinoceros. The western black rhinoceros is one of 4 black rhino subspecies. Despite its name, the western black rhinoceros was not actually black, nor was it completely white, but rather has a dark grayish color. It was declared extinct in 2011, though some claim it still exists in small numbers. There are rumors that villagers have seen a black rhino in Cameroon, where it was supposedly brought back from extinction in 2016, but nobody has confirmed its presence yet. Number 9. Pinta Island tortoise. The last individual of this subspecies of Galapagos tortoise was named Lonesome George. He spent his entire life alone on Pinta Island, never seeing another member of his Pinta Island tortoise species. George, the last Pinta Island tortoise, was born sometime in the 1920s and became a global icon for conservation before dying in 2012. Other Galapagos tortoises helped Charles Darwin formulate his theory of evolution. The tortoises found on different islands of the Galapagos had unique shell shapes and sizes depending on the vegetation and environment of each island. Number 10. The Great Auk. The great auk was a large, flightless bird that lived on the islands of the North Atlantic. The great auk was the white-throated relative of the puffin, unable to fly. It swam underwater after fish. The great auk was hunted to extinction by fishermen who used them as a source of food and fertilizer. With its stubby wings and heavy body, the great auk was awkward and clumsy on land. Unable to escape predators, they were slaughtered in huge numbers. Because of its abundance, the great auk seemed inexhaustible, but overhunting led to its demise in the middle of the 1800s. Number 11.
The Bali tiger.
The Bali tiger was the smallest of all tiger subspecies. Standing just under 3 feet tall at the shoulder and measuring 9 feet long, the Bali tiger weighed between 250 and 300 pounds. Only a few photographs and skulls of the Bali tiger exist today. They went extinct due to hunting and habitat loss in the early 1940s. The last confirmed sighting was in 1941. Number 12. The Pyrenea ibex. The Pyrenea ibex was a mountain goat found in the Pyrenees, mountains between France and Spain, standing up to 4 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing up to 300 pounds. The Pyrenean ibex had impressive horns that could grow up to 2.5 feet long. In the 20th century, only a few individuals were left, and the last wild Pyrenea ibex was shot in 1926, while it was officially declared extinct in 2000. The Pyrenean ibex was briefly brought back to life via cloning in 2003. Unfortunately, the clone only survived 3 minutes. The ibex had a ritual where males would butt heads with each other to establish dominance. Number 13. The Guam flying fox. The Guam flying fox was a large fruit bat native to the U.S. island of Guam. The Guam flying fox was crucial to the ecosystem, since it played a critical role in pollinating native fruit trees. Unfortunately, the Guam flying fox was hunted for its meat, which was considered a delicacy in local cuisine. Its habitat was also destroyed due to human development. All these factors combined to cause the Guam flying fox's extinction by 1968. Number 14. The Chinese paddlefish. The Chinese paddlefish was one of the largest freshwater fish in the world. The Chinese paddlefish grew up to 23 feet long, rivaling some shark species in size. The Chinese paddlefish had a long, flat nose that looked like a paddle, which it used to stir up mud to find food. It's believed the Chinese paddlefish had survived for over 150 million years, outliving the dinosaurs. However, overfishing and the construction of dams along its river habitat resulted in the species going extinct in 2020. There you have it. 14 extinct animals. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel. See you next time.